It was bound to happen. 1 week after he sparked a backlash by going on a rant on Saturday Night Live, accusing the cast of bullying him over his pro-Trump beliefs, Kanye West was slammed on the show's weekly Weekend Update. Pete Davidson, 24, was the one who dealt the savage blow. He came on, explaining why he was going to be the one to diss the rapper, saying, "First off, a lot of people thought Michael Cheese should be the one to talk about Kanye, but we discussed it. Because Cheese black, but like I'm crazy, and we both know which side of Kanye's at the wheel right now." Pete then recounted what happened during last week's show after the cameras stopped rolling and the cast stood nervously behind Kanye during his outburst. The comedian said, "So, speaking strictly for myself, what Kanye said when we went off the air last week was like one of the worst, most awkward things that I've seen here, and I've seen Chevy Chase speak to an intern. And we all had to stand behind him." He then joked that he left the stage because he thought to himself, "I want a career." Pete went on to deny that anyone at SNL tried to bully Kanye for not wearing his Make America Great Again hat. Pete pointed out he wore it all week. "Nobody told him not to wear it. I wish I'd bullied you. I wish I'd have suggested it might upset some people like your wife or every black person ever." Pete dropped by the Weekend Update desk to talk about last week's musical guest, Kanye West. Number SNL pic. Twitter. LFZJJFT and BV. Saturday Night Live to SNL at NBC SNL, October 7, 2018. Pete also slammed Kanye for blaming the Democrats for breaking up black families and for saying that slavery's not real. He said, "You know how wrong about politics you have to be for me to notice? You know how annoying that is?" But Pete's most savage put-down was when he told off Kanye, who has bipolar disorder, for proudly boasting about not taking medication. Pete said, "Kanye, I know you're like, yo, this is the real me. I'm off the meds. Take them. There's no shame in the medicine. I'm on them. It's great." And he added, "Being mentally ill is not an excuse to act like a jacka." The crowd loved Pete's comments, especially when he put on a red baseball hat that said, "Make Kanye 2006 again." The jokes on Kanye were not a surprise to Hollywood Life, as a show insider had already told us that the cast were planning to do something as payback. Our source told us exclusively the cast felt railroaded by Kanye's outburst at the end of the show, but they are now using it as a means to find humor from it. The entire cast are now writing and pitching skits and giving jokes to the Weekend Update team to get the last laugh on Kanye on what he did. SNL, Pete Davidson tells Kanye West to take his meds, mental illness no excuse for being a